EA Sports coverage in the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the run is Conner, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
They'll run here with Conner, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Sims on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go play action with McDonald.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Taken down.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Stopped short of the
no gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he'll complete this to Gibson.
McDonald's pass.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
A gain of 2 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, open man is Sims. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Washington.
On the give, this is their fullback. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Play action. It's McDonald.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
On the throw.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted.
Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, it's Connor. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Apke. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Ryan Kerrigan able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
2nd down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
Steven Sims set to return it for Washington.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. We'll What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. McDonald is going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pressure.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st and 10 is counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's now 3rd down.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
McDonald's pass.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
McDonald's pass.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. From the gun on third down, McDonald. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
On the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, McDonald got an open man, finds Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
He was tackled.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back, because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
On third down, McDonald buying time to his left. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Connor. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the carry.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
A gain of a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun, McDonald flush to his right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 7.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
To the 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, he may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Washington.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's McDonald to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Gain of 12.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 3-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
The 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McDonald looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes this Washington 27. Steelers 20. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his... And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Roethlisberger.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Washington.
He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
To Terry McLaurin.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Washington.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. T.J. Watt able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Here's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards on the...
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Roethlisberger to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Today's finals, Washington.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each